that we've gotten our Square Register synced to Jumper, we've gotten all our setup, store setup, our integrations done, our menus aligned correctly. Now we can go into sales channels. And this is the way to get more butts in the seats and orders flying in through your online ordering to get repeat purchases, new customers, and increased order values, right? To increase your sales. So we have a bunch of different sales channels here. I'm going to focus in on Facebook right now, and we'll have subsequent, I'll have subsequent talks on the other channels as well. But let's just focus in on Facebook. So in Facebook, you'll click that link over here, and what you'll do here is on here is you'll make sure that your page is set up. So you'll go to page settings, and in here, if your Facebook isn't connected, you'll want to connect it. And then when you are the admin of any of your restaurant pages, you'll just say connect. This is connected already, but if I disconnected it, I could reconnect it from here on there. The other thing is that on the Messenger menu, this is like the three little bars you see here. This is the Messenger menu, and you can do view menu, address. You can do other ones too. You can do phone number, all this stuff on that. So if I did something like this, it would show you can only have up to 3. But what you can do is you can say, okay, great, I want to do it as open a website, and I can say address, and then I can put a URL like this and say add. And then boom, I save the menu. And then when I go to this here, you'll see there's the address menu, all that kind of stuff, right? And and you can also rearrange it in the order that you want as well. So that's kind of nice. And this will pop up the Facebook message menu that you've created on that. So then the other one is Messenger settings. So you'll always want to keep this enabled, because if people type anything, which they need to, you want to be able to have that on. Whitelisted domains, this is for having your Messenger, and this is kind of putting the Messenger chat plugin on your website here. So you'll need to copy this URL to allow for that in here, and that's where you would put that, add that, what they call whitelisting. If you do not want to use the Messenger chat plugin, then you don't have to worry about this. And then get started, I just keep that disabled on a thing like that. So it's the first time you open up a conversation with somebody on there. So that's it. And then you have your greeting message with Messenger. If you're using Messenger as whatever you want to say, hey, thanks for coming in, blah, blah, blah. You could use your first name, last name, full name. So whatever you want on that, you can just have say, hey, Andrew, it's nice to see you checking out our page. We're here. This is a bot. Just ask away stuff. So that's what you do there. You save that, you compose it in here, and that's how you do it. So let's go to a shared post and sort of show you kind of how we can start to do a bunch of different things here. So in here, you can choose your dishes. So for a post, and I'll do 2 of these on here. So I got the Budweiser one here, and then I can add whatever text. I can change this text as a post very much the same way on that. I can do it 50 cents, and then I can go over to this one. Since it doesn't have a menu picture, I can either put a link to where that URL is for that image, or on my desktop I have one, so I'm just going to click that and select it. It's loading up here. You can see it's putting it in there, and boom, there's that image. And then I can put the price at whatever I want, $5.95 or something like that. Then I say, okay, I want the different buttons: buy now, remove button, order now. So I just keep it as order now, and I go share. And then what will happen is it'll tell me my post has been shared. I go to here, I refresh the and you'll see here is the post, right? And you can order from here, and this will pop up Facebook Messenger to order. Won't do that right yet, because I'm going to do that in another video of how this will work. But from here, you can have people just basically click order, or if they want to comment and do the full ordering, you can have them type in #menu or order, and then that will also fire up the chatbot as well as your restaurant name too. So that's how you can do that. And for that, The next is ads. Ads, basically the same sort of concept. You select your menu item, except it's a single product, not two products. On here, you can change the buttons, everything like this, to order now. Just like what we were doing before. You can write a little bit of information, more information about that. Here, what it's all about, description, price, everything. And then what you'll do is you'll copy this code and put it into your ads manager and run a Facebook Messenger ad. And what's that all about? Well, that's in another tutorial. I'll show you how to kind of do that kind of stuff, right? You can do a video, you can do images. I mean, it doesn't have to be a product unless you want to do a direct sale to a product. But if you're doing like happy hours, all menu items, 50% off, you can run that. And that's kind of really nice about promoting that. The other thing is you get a messenger link, which you can then use, in your emails that you send out, blasts like that, to that. And also you can also put that into a Facebook post if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use the share post per menu item, and just say click this link, or tell them to hashtag pretzel guy, and that will open up Facebook Messenger as well. We talked about the chat plugin. You'll put your URL there, and then what it'll do is it will show up on the page just like this, and then they can have a conversation with you on here. Messenger QR code. This is Facebook's Messenger QR code, and it's something like this. It's like a round circle with a bunch of dots, and it's not like the standard QR code that you typically see. It's a Facebook Messenger unique one. And what's nice about that is you can put tabletop pop-ups and have people order right at the tables without having to wait online. And especially if you're doing an event at a concert or a sporting event, or just doing a food truck where there's a huge bunch of lines. The nice thing about this is you can have people sort of order ahead. And if they see a gigantic line, they just scan that QR code, and then the orders get placed right onto your Square register, and they'll get alerted when their order is ready to pick up. So it's a nice way to not have a lot of people waiting in line for stuff, and then make much more happier brand experience. And then we went over settings. So that's really how you use Facebook Messenger to do ordering and setting it up and posts and everything like that.